Hey everybody, I'm running a little late. I was reading something and I couldn't get away from it. Anyway, we got some questions. Get on in here. Y'all come on. I know you can do it. Don't know why this works so weird. I hate my shirt to get crooked like that. Let's see. I got to find the questions. I forgot to print them out. Got to go to Slack. Come on in. We get some people in here. Hey, Heather. Hey, Kathleen. Tracy. Okie dokie. Let me find my questions. Okay, I think I got them here. Yep, Liz has got them here. I got them on my iPad. Let's see if we can get this working. Y'all, get on in here. It's Thursday. Is your refrigerator clean? They should have done it yesterday. Poofy hair. Make my hair poofy. Anyway. Thanks for all my birthday wishes. I got some birthday cards today. It's kind of fun to get birthday cards. But as I was working on this afternoon's message to go out, what I realized in the quote of the day for tomorrow is we need to treat ourselves as if it were our birthday every day. Wouldn't that be fun? You treat yourself nicely. Yeah, I've had a pretty good day. Okay, so we have, lots of stuff to do. Let me get some water. Now, Thursday is our day to run a few errands. Let's get it out of the way. Get those things out of the way so you don't have to do it on the weekend. You don't want to run errands on the weekend when you should be having fun. I'm going to go wrong side. There we go. It's so confusing. It really is confusing. So folks, let's answer some questions. I got the iPad right here and I'm going to start out. We got a couple hundred people in here now. I think it's a whole lot more than that, but it's hard to tell. I love going to thrift stores. It is an adventure and the hunt to find something at a cheap price that keeps me going back. So I'm conflicted as my house is filling up with stuff. I don't like that my house is becoming cluttered. I know that I need to stop going to thrift stores, but I don't. Any suggestions? Well, we used to go to estate auctions, and I know the feeling. And we would chart out Saturday morning yard sales. We would make a map of going to yard sales. And what I figured out was when you get your house just the way you like it, there's not really anything you want. So going to yard sales, I've thought about, I like to collect cast iron stuff. And I thought about going to yard sales to look for cast iron, but just how many skillets do you need? I've got 4. And I probably need to get rid of some, but I have a certain thing for each one of the skillets, and I like having them, and they're not in my way. So here's what I would do. I would just think about one thing that you wanted to replace in your house and look for that. Be focused in your shopping. Just be focused. And when you're focused, you're not looking at everything else. You don't just buy stuff to be buying stuff. And it's okay, it's like going to Walmart. The more you stay out of Walmart or any Target or Costco or any store like that, the more money you're going to save. And when you have a list, that list keeps you focused. Now, when you don't have a list, you're all over the place. So when Robert and I would go to estate auctions, we would say, okay, we need a bed. Not a mattress and box springs. You don't sleep on anybody else's mattress and box springs. We need a bed. So we went looking specifically for a bed, and we found a bed. We went one time looking at a car, and we bought a car. We went one time looking for a chest of drawers, and we got a chest of drawers. We still have, well, we don't have the bed anymore. We got a bed just kind of like it. We got a lawyer's bookcase with doors on it. And we did this because we were upgrading our furniture in the house. My table and chairs out on the back deck, we got at an auction. Relatively inexpensively too, because stuff like that doesn't cost much at estate auctions. So being focused on what you need, not just on buying stuff or getting a bargain. You know, your self-worth is not judged by how much money you save. It's judged on how wisely, as Robert gave me a quote one time, you are prosperous in proportion to what you can do without. Think about it. You are prosperous in proportion to what you can do without. So not going to Walmart and browsing the aisles, just looking for bargains, is going to help you. Now, I used to like to get catalogs and fill out the order form of things that it's like window shopping. But I've stopped doing that too. I kind of, last night I was looking for a specific thing in my Amazon list, and Amazon goes back 9 years or more for me. And I looked through the list each year, going back through things, and I would notice things that I was running out of. So I would put those in the cart and in my cart, and I haven't bought them yet, but they're in the cart to remind me that I need to purchase those things. And then sometimes I take them out of the cart and have them in reserve on the cart, and I'll know that I need the kitty litter stuff, that the kitty litter disposal bags is what we call it. Now, the cart is kind of like my list to stay focused. It's kind of like my list. So going to yard sales, going to junk stores, it's not really a pastime of mine anymore because I've got everything I need, and my house helps me stay focused because I have just what I want. Now, if I want to get rid of something and I need to replace something, if I buy something, the first thing I ask myself before I buy it is, do I have a place for it? What am I going to get rid of because I purchased that? So you see, asking yourself those questions. Yes, I shop online, but I only shop for what I need. And I ask myself the same questions. So being disciplined, that's my word this year, discipline. Being disciplined with yourself and coming up with games to play with yourself, like filling out, putting things in the cart, and then I know stores hate it when you put stuff in your cart and you don't go back to it, but hey, you kind of need to see what things are going to cost and that sort of thing. So that's why we do it. I think it's so folks, that's the answer to that question. Don't go there. Just don't go, and you don't have to worry about buying stuff. And by the way, I'm worth it. If I want to buy something new, I'll buy something new. And I'll save up my money to do it. Okay, let's see if I got another question here. Can you explain the difference about the Fly Lady calendar from a regular calendar? Oh, yeah. A regular calendar has the top part be a picture. Ours is 2 full pages. It looks 2 full pages. A regular calendar has smaller boxes, and it doesn't have lines to write on. We like to have lines. A regular calendar is not big enough for your family's busy schedule. And we teach you how to use a calendar where other calendars don't teach you how to use it. They just expect you to know it. Now, we're running low on calendars, and if you don't get your calendar in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be out of them because they are selling fast. And we start selling our calendar in June or July. And when we do that, you've got a 5-month grace period because school starts in August. And in the summertime, you start putting things on the calendar for next year, like dentist appointments and vacation time, and all this stuff starts getting on the calendar. Now, when you can start it 5 months ahead of time and start putting things on the calendar, you're ahead of the game. And then you've got all the way through to the next year. Well, right now we're in January, and our calendar started in August. And some people saying, well, I'm just going to wait. Well, you're going to go a half a year without using a calendar. That's not being very nice to you. That's being hateful to you. It's being disrespectful of your family. So get a calendar that your family will use and that will help you. Don't wait till we get next year's calendar up. Get this one now. We're going to sell it. We're going to sell out, and they're never going to be put on discounted. We never discount. We have discounted the calendar in the past, but right now with the 20% discount on it, using the code, whatever it is this week, I get mixed up because I'm already using next week's code. You're saving 20%. And the cost of the calendar, that cost will pay for itself when you start using your calendar to menu plan. And it's real easy to do. Take the sticky part of a little Post-it note, write your entrees on it, and that way you can move them on your calendar from 1 week to 2 or 3 weeks down the way. And then you hardly ever have the same thing over and over again from 1 week to the next, unless it's pizza, and that's because your family wants it. Okay. Do you have any tips to shine my desk at work? How do I keep down the clutter? Well, a lot of times at work, you get pulled in lots of different directions. So you go to our control journal section of our website. We have a little carousel at the top of our website, flylady.net, and scroll down and you'll see a lot of pictures that scroll side to side. Now, if you'll scroll just one over, you'll see the control journals. Click on the control journal, and there is an office control journal on there. And I have a hair in my eye or something. It's driving me nuts. And that looks awful. And that office control journal gives you a routine. Maybe you just only need the part that's for your office. What you've got to remember, if you're having to deal with phone calls a lot, like social workers do, and they have to drop everything they're doing, you've got to process that call entirely and put that paper in their file, unless they're doing it digitally now, and they may have clients in their computer, whatever. But you have to deal with everything on your desk. You have to start with an empty desk in the morning. That means cleaning off your desk in the evening before you leave. Clearing off your desk, having things front and center that you need to deal with as soon as you get to work, And then that way your desk is cleared and you're able to do what you need to do. But having that routine of what you do when you first get to work, and what to do when you leave for work, and what to do first thing after lunch, because you may need to clear off your desk at lunchtime before you go to lunch to get things back in order, because things keep piling up because we haven't finished them. I think finish is my sister's word for the year. And sometimes we have to delegate time to clear off and finish the things we've been working on because we're ping-ponging all over the place. I am blessed every single day because of y'all. That's it. You can tear out all the pages you want on the calendar. I like to leave them in there because you never know when you might need them. Need to put something back in there. So, folks, take care of yourself by clearing off your desk, because it is not true that a messy desk is a sign of a busy person. It is not true. You've got to have a cleared off desk to be able to think straight. Now, we don't want our perfectionism to drive us nuts. So this is clearing off our desk, and we don't want to stash everything in a drawer. We need to process things one at a time. So pick up the thing on the top and deal with it. If you have to make a note about a conversation and put it in a file, do it. Do it then. Don't take another call until you've done that. And it's all about getting things off your desk, which is on your to-do list. And let's get those things checked off. We like to make those check marks. Okay, let's see. Let me get another question up here. I have trouble with consistency. I always seem to fail. Which habit do you feel is the most important to turn into your routine? I don't quite get that question. But shining your sink is where we start. Go shine your sink. Get that habit established. Then next month we're going to work on decluttering 15 minutes a day. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes in the evening. And eventually these habits get strung into routines. One thing at a time. And I'm consistent with going down the stairs 10 times a day. I've done it for the last 9 days. And yesterday, Robert came in the house, and I didn't know he was in the house, and he startled me. He was in his office at the basement. And I hit that last step, and my knee locked up, and I didn't know he was here because a great big helicopter went over. And when that helicopter went over, the dog was scared outside, so I went outside to comfort the dog, and he must have just driven into the garage and let the garage door down, and I didn't know he was home. So next time he's going to have to text me that he's home. Any tips for meal planning? This is the best tip you can have for meal planning. And sit down with your family and make a list of your favorite dinners. Because if you cook a good dinner, you got leftovers for lunch the next day. Look at what that does. It saves you money from going out to Zaxby's or whatever it is. It saves you time too, because you just have to heat it up. So use a calendar. Your family will know what's for dinner because you've written it on the lovely pages. Let me get January up here. The money you save menu planning is going to pay for this calendar in 1 week. Imagine that. 1 week you can save enough money menu planning to pay for this calendar. You probably save more than that. And my tip with the Post-it notes, that's from a flybaby. She did it. And it works. Next question. Can you discuss ways to treat ourselves better? I seem to always forget about me. Well, you forget about you because you're too busy putting out fires and you haven't incorporated taking breaks in your day. The 2020 calendar will come out in June or July. So, folks, taking care of yourself becomes, like I said in the beginning of the show, treat yourself like it's your birthday every day. Be kind to you. Be nice to yourself. I mean, when I first started getting organized, I realized I beat myself up every single day, several times a day. And I had to figure out what to do. And I realized, so I came up with the 11 commandments. And one of them was don't pull out more than you can put back in an hour. Don't do that to yourself. Don't try to do 5 jobs at one time, one at a time. Stay focused. I can't read all your questions, y'all. If somebody has a good question, Patty or Liz needs to post it into Slack so that I can get it here. Uh-oh. Let me pull up. There we go. Until Liz is saying Chelsea's here again. Hey, Chelsea, I can't get you on with 2 people because the app for Facebook Creator has not been updated lately. As soon as that is updated, we will be able to do it. Because I can't do a show in it because I can't see the comments and it drives me nuts. Okay. Let me get back up here to where we were. Treating ourselves better. Taking breaks. Exercising. Because that's part of our... I'm not on Creator. I am on Facebook right now instead of Creator. When I first started getting organized and I realized that I was beating myself up, I made 2 New Year's resolutions. One was to get organized. Number 2 was to be kind to me, because I realized I was fussing at myself. I was saying ugly things to myself, and I needed to lift myself up, not berate myself every time I did something that wasn't disciplined in any way. So, being kind to you, and each habit we have, getting dressed to lace up shoes, is good for you. It's good for your feet. It's good for your body. It's good for your brain. Because you don't have to hide when somebody comes to your door. You're not feeling ashamed. Shining your sink, that's all about making you feel good inside. Get up in the morning and you're greeted with this beautiful shiny sink. And there is nothing that beats that feeling in the morning. Number 3. Let's see, getting dressed. I already did the getting dressed. April's habit is making your bed. Boy, does that make you feel good when you walk in your bedroom and you see your bed made. How wonderful is that? Plus, it gives you a wonderful feeling when you go to bed at night. Number 5 is moving. May is moving. Moving for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can do. Moving in May. Number 6 is June. It's drinking your water. Staying hydrated is a powerful way to stay energized. When you've got plenty of water. Water makes people ask me why I don't have any wrinkles. Well, I have some. But it's because I drink my water. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. It's like having a collagen treatment, except it's fluids. You see what happens to you when you get dehydrated. Your skin on your hand will stay up. So drink plenty of water. July's habit is swish and swipe. Having a bathroom that blesses you when you walk in there every day, several times a day, and if you're drinking your water, you got to go in there several times a day. It really makes you feel good to not be ashamed of your bathroom. August habit is laundry. A load of laundry a day keeps Mount Washmore away. With your laundry done every day and put away, all the way to finished, put away, you can pack to go on a trip at a moment's notice. You're able to get dressed in the morning without any problems. September's is your before bed routine. Putting things by your launch pad, picking your clothes out the night before, checking your calendar, all those things keep you from being stressed out. They really do. It starts your morning on the right foot. You have time for a cup of coffee and some breakfast. And that's blessing you. So you see, our habits are all about taking care of you. Let's see, October's habit is paper clutter. Paper weighs heavy on us. It's what's on your desk. It's just crazy why we hold on to so much paper. Now this morning I printed out a bunch of paper. I've got to read it. But then I found I couldn't read it on the paper. So I've reverted back to reading it on my computer. So I printed out 25 sheets of paper, which was unnecessary. You know what I'm going to do with them? I'm going to burn them in the fireplace. There you have it. November's habit is menu planning. How many times a day do you get asked what's for dinner? Well, if you had it on the calendar and you had planned it, and any food that you throw in the trash is like throwing dollar bills in the trash can. So your saving money is a great reason to menu plan. And menu planning will save you money and utilizing what you have in your refrigerator. Mount Papermore, that's good. That's good. Mount Paper no more. And December's habit is all about pampering yourself. Pampering yourself. So I have been building my little pamper thing. And I don't know if you can see it right here. Let me see if I can put I have a little box right here that I've been, and I have some stuff. And I bought me a manicure set for right here. So I can file my nails or clip my nails or whatever I need to. And it's pretty and it's got roses on it or something on it. And I like it. I also got something. Oh my. This is some essential oil. And this is orange oil. And this is an energizing oil. And I absolutely adore it. And probably what I'm going to do tomorrow is I have a little humidifier that I can put some oil in and plug it in with a USB cord. Or maybe it's electric, I don't know. And I put some little distilled water in it. And I'm going to put some orange oil in it. And it's going to make me happy. But I'm building this little, I'm going to fill up my water bottle with some hot water. And I got my book in for calligraphy today and my pens. And I haven't put my book in here yet. And here's another thing I got. I put some purple rags in here. But this is interesting. Let me get one. And it's some huge rubber bands. And this is all about taking care of me. Now check this out. I can do some stretches. My joy bucket. Yep. I can do stretches. And this is good for my shoulder. I could do all kinds of stretches. I can put it on my head. That would choke. But anyway, they give you pictures and things to do. And this is light stretch. And I need to start with light. But I got some little exercises to do in a little tub. And I also got, let's see what's in this bag. I got my house shoes if I want to put my house shoes on. So you see, I got lots of fun stuff here. And if I just want to sit and look at angels, I got my angel book. Images of angels. And I can read a story about them. And some of them are saints. Yep, there's Padre Pio, but there's some good pictures and stories in here. And these are things that they're my bucket of fun things to do. I can't pick it up because it's getting heavy. But it's a joy bucket. And you could do it with a bag. You can do it with anything. Let me see if we got any more questions. I signed up for emails, but I feel like I can't keep up. Any suggestions? Delete. Delete at will. Don't get all caught up in having to hold on to all of them. Just delete them every evening before you go to bed. I'm real careful with my oils. So don't get caught up in having to hold on to all my emails. And read my musing, read the Ask Fly Lady question, read the habit of the day at noon, and the flight plan. And it doesn't take long to read them. And if you need a little more kickstart, get my book. My new book. People are loving this book. In fact, if you've gotten the book and you haven't written me let me do this right quick. People were complaining that I was coming in and out of focus, and I forgot to do that. And I buy top quality oils. I know about oils. I know people in the oil business. So delete at will. Don't get all caught up in having to hold on to all of them, because they'll come around again. And right now we're dealing with perfectionism, and that is a topic that I get on my soapbox about. Oh. And if you haven't signed up for our emails, go do it. Because that's where the behavior modification comes in. You're getting something from me all throughout the day, and that changes everything. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh my. Okay. Here we go. I talked Justin into putting the carpet sweeper on sale. I did. It's regularly $29.95. We got it at $21.95. So now, if you don't want to pay, this is in our complete cleaning package. And if you've gotten that, you've already gotten one. But you might want one for downstairs. You got a chance to buy a second one, or you buy one, and you're gonna save $8. I think, almost $8. Anyway, So get your carpet sweeper, and the FCC pack, the Fly Lady Complete Cleaning Pack, is $75 off right now, and it goes off on my birthday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's see. I feel like I do everything at my house and that nobody helps me. How do I replace this feeling with something that will help me to enjoy my life? Well, keep this in mind. Single moms do it all by themselves. Military spouses stay at home and do it all by themselves. You don't have an excuse. Let go of this martyrdom because it is pushing your family away and it's making you miserable because you just admitted it. You want to find joy in your life and you can't do that if you're keeping score. Quit keeping score. Do you hear me? Stop keeping score. This isn't how it works in the real life. As Robert said, now let me tell you a funny story. During Christmas last year or a couple years ago, my friend Tammy, who writes our homeschooling stuff, she sent me this beautiful cross. And the cross is large. And it's wrought iron and I love it. But at Christmas, I take it down and I put up angels that it holds Christmas cards. Well, the other day I was dusting everything and I thought about putting the cross back up on the wall, but I didn't do it. And it was before I made that discipline resolution. And so yesterday morning I got up and there on the wall was the cross. And I thought, did I do it and not realize I did it? And I looked at Robert and I said, I must be losing my mind. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, I thought about putting the cross on the wall yesterday, but I don't remember doing it. And he said, I could be a really bad husband right now. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I knew where the cross was. I saw the empty space on the wall, and I put it up there. My arm wasn't broke, and I saw that it needed done. And I said, thank the Lord, I'm not losing my mind. And we just laughed, and I readjusted the cross because he hadn't hung it in the right place because it was too low on the wall. And we just got tickled about it all. Who is Tammy? Tammy is the person who gave me the joy box, the joy bucket, and she does our homeschooling stuff. She writes an email for you every day about Monday through Friday about homeschooling, and she's been with us for several years now, about 5 years. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I always get stuck on the computer. When is the best time to check my emails so I don't get distracted from what I need to do? Well, here's what I would suggest. I would get your emails on. I was going to pick up my phone and my phone's right there. Get your emails on your phone. Maybe set up a Gmail account that's just for your phone. And get your emails on the phone that way and set them up to give you a notification so that you can read it right when you get it. And that's going to keep it going. Trying to cram all of Fly Lady in during the day is just going to get you overwhelmed, so don't do that. Is Tammy a part of the email? She's a part of the homeschooling email that goes out at 6 a.m. Okay, let's go for another question. And if you're having trouble getting stuck on the computer, What are you getting stuck in? Are you getting stuck in Facebook? Are you getting stuck in Twitter? What is it? Set your timer and set it for 5 minutes and give yourself a break to look at it, and then walk away. It'll be good practice for you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I want for my birthday. Yep. I'm going to tell you what I want for my birthday. If you have gotten my book, my birthday wish is for you to go leave me a review. Yep. That's what I want for my birthday. Leave me a review. If you haven't gotten my book, think seriously about getting it, because it is a great book. People are loving it. I am just blown away by all the reviews that you've given me. Yesterday we got up to 111 reviews, and 111's my favorite number. So, folks, this was my gift to you, and now you give it back to me with your reviews. So, does anybody have any more questions? I'm going to keep looking. Where? This is on Amazon. On Amazon, you can leave a review. Now, folks, we got lots to do. Y'all are funny. I don't think I have any more questions. Let me see if anybody sent me any questions. Don't have any more questions. I tell you what, for the person who just said they have extreme migraines, you might want to look into keeping a chart. My son has had migraines, and he has gone low carb, and he has charted his food, and he pretty much knows what foods trigger his migraines. It is an allergy to something. So check that out. It might help you if you start keeping. It could be just a chemical in some food that you're getting. I keep my Christmas cards, but I have a nice little hat box to put them in. And then one day I'll look through them and remember everybody. How many months are in the calendar? 17 months in the calendar. Well, we don't like to say housework. It's home blessings. My birthday's tomorrow. My birthday is tomorrow. Time to get busy. Well, that's true. We all need to get, I don't even know what time it is. It's 10 till. Yeah, if you'll drink a lot of water, 100 ounces is good. And if you've got a really bad headache, if you'll try drinking 16 ounces at one time, you could make the headache go away. Because you're dehydrated. Well, we have the broom works on tile floors. The carpet sweeper is made for carpet because we didn't have anything that worked on carpet. So that's why we got the carpet sweeper, and it works great. You can go over to my YouTube channel and you can see exactly how good it works. In fact, it works so good. All the stuff I got up, I dumped back out on the carpet and did it again, just to show you in my little YouTube video. So my when I was doing genealogy, and Patty, you're going to have to remember to tell Courtney this, because my niece Courtney is born on my birthday. But when I was researching our family tree, I never knew my grandmother, my father's mother, because she died when he was 2 years old. And I found her death certificate. And come to find out, she died on January the 11th of 1937, which was it was 19 years before I was born. 37, 40, yeah, 19 years before I was born. Let's see, somebody asked me something about Fly Lady cooking wisdom. Well, I don't have any cooking wisdom today. I've put a lot of things in videos, but I thought it was kind of serendipitous, that I was born on the day my grandmother died. And I don't even know that my father knew that. So Courtney and I are both born on January the 11th. And, there's only 365 days in a year, so it may not be that serendipitous. But it was interesting because our friend Ken, who wrote the book with Patty, Hidden Treasures, and if go to Amazon and get that book, Hidden Treasures, Ken's daughter gave birth to a son on New Year's Day at 2 a.m. in the morning. And that was his father's birthday. So there's lots of fun things like that. If you just look for them. If you take time to slow down, you recognize them. January birthdays are good. Now, another thing you can do for my birthday is to send Ben a little note, because January's hard for him because his mother's birthday is January the 31st. And she would have been 60 her birthday. So she died before she was 60. So folks, check out Patty and Ken's book and Jessica's book. It's called Hidden Treasures. And it's a novel. It is a novel, and it's a fun novel. So that could be something you put in your joy bucket. We all got a bucket list. Well, I got a pamper bucket, which is a joy bucket. And sit and read. And he's, when I talked to him on Saturday, he was having a hard time. So he'll call and wish me happy birthday on Saturday, a day after. But he's already beginning to start to think about her birthday. And we just can't beat ourselves up. And I know that I did everything I could to help her. And, I'll think about her. I think about her every day. In the most inconvenient times, too. I thought about her last night when I was going through Amazon. Because one of the things I did for her was I sent her pads for not being able to get to the bathroom on time. And that was my little gift to her every day. When she used them, I hope she thought of me. So y'all have a good day. I'm going to have a good day because I'm going to treat myself well. Treat yourself every day as if it were your birthday. And thank you so much for giving me a purpose to my life. Because that's the best gift of all. And tomorrow I'm sending out a message. Where's my hanky? It's bad. Okay, tomorrow I'm sending out a message. about all the things I've learned, and I keep adding to this message every year, and you'll have to see what I added for 63. It's coming out tomorrow morning. And if you get Fly Lady Express, you'll get it this evening. So y'all have a good day. I think my husband's taking me to dinner tonight. And I don't know where, but he told me to be thinking about it. So there could be some seafood in my future. Because Justin's cooking me a steak tomorrow night. Yep. I'm getting a rare steak, which makes me happy, and broccoli. Well, and I get to eat cake on my birthday too. And I've been doing real good about not eating carbs. Hey, Jennifer's 8-year-old daughter, I don't know your name. So thank you for giving me a purpose, because this is what God put me here to do, and I didn't know until I was 43 years old, almost 20 years ago. And you have given me a reason. And reasons are good. Excuses aren't, but reasons are good. I love you all. I will talk to you tomorrow. Go to that steakhouse in Amarillo. I've been to that steakhouse in Amarillo, Texas. I like that big old steer that's out front.